Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is my response to 865 Knives Monday Modern Madness. And so today we're going to be looking at this Buck Sprint Pro, and look at this burlap micarta. Oh my gosh, man, very excited to get this knife. And so far I haven't been disappointed. So if you'd like to hear more about this knife, go ahead and check out the video. Can you make it? Okay, pay attention, be careful. Can you do it? Can you do it? Alright, give me a yay. Hey, welcome back to the fortified castle. We survived the storms. I hope you did too. A lot of people out of a home today because of the storms we had last week. Horrific, horrible. Those that didn't lose a home, a lot of people lost cars and flooding and property damage, business damage. It's just terrible. So I hope you keep those folks in your prayers and thank the good Lord that you're okay. And so hi to all my viewers. Before we get started on this knife right here, it's going to be a regular review on it because I just got it. But next Tuesday on the 23rd at 12 p.m. we'll be live again with Patty's Potato Peeler doing our thing. We'd love to have you. You are cordially invited, and I hope you all show up. If not, can't make it at 12, maybe watch a video a little bit later. That's what I do anyhow. I watch those live shows later. So had a great weekend this weekend. Went with the familia up into the mountains and the woods, which I'm not too far away from the woods or the mountains. I kind of like live in them. That's a great video if you hadn't seen it. It's not very long, but man, the scenery is unbelievable. My wife said she felt like it was Jurassic Park, and I felt that way too. Only there were no dinosaurs, so you're not going to see that in the video. I'll put a link to that in this one right here. But so I got this knife. This is a Buck Sprint Pro, and so anytime you have a Pro, you're talking special metal. This is S30V with Boss heat treatment, which, you know, he's retired now, but the business is still run the way he would run it. And this is a really nice knife. So I bought this because I'm trying to buy more American knives. And so I'm just looking at some of these knives I passed by. I saw this. I kind of like the design of it. And originally I was looking at that blue, what is it, FRN handle in 428C. But I saw this brown burlap. And I don't care about the S30V. It's got S30V steel, but that brown burlap, man, just awesome. I loved it. And so I went ahead and forked out a little bit more just so I could get that. All right, before I move on to the operating table and we tear this thing apart and look at it and get the down and dirty and all the details, I did buy it at Chicago Cutlery. And because it was over a certain price point, I don't really remember what that is, but they gave me a free gift. And when they do that, there's a whole mess of stuff to choose from. And I chose this Atwood rope, and it's a micro cord. So if you look at it, it's like paracord, but it's really, really small. So that's 0.75 millimeters there. Why is that such a big deal? Well, you know, sometimes we get these knives that have little tiny holes that the paracord won't go through. And this is, they come in a bunch of different colors. And, it just slips right in there. Look at that. Look at that. Ugh, I can't get it because I can't see it. There it goes. Trust me, it goes right in there. You can see it. Oh man, there it goes. I almost got it. Okay. Yeah, it goes right in there. So this is really thin. It's 100 pounds, so you don't have that 500 pound that 550 cord does, but you don't need that. So all you're looking for is something to stick through there that's cool looking and strong, so that you can run a lanyard in your knife. And it was free. Now you can buy this stuff. I think it was $3, in between $3 or $4. I guess it depends on what you choose. And it's 125 feet right there. So anyhow, I had heard. What did I hear? RJ was talking about not being able to get his paracord through one of the knives he had, and so I also emailed him and let him know about this stuff. But let's get that out of the way. So you have a Buck Sprint Pro here, and the closed length on this I think is 4 1/4. It is, and that would be 10.8 centimeters. And got a clip, nice clip. This is Cerakoted. This clip, it's a point up carry on the clip. You can see right there, and it's nice and flush and very deep. And pretty nice clip. Clips on pretty good. It's very stiff. I think it'd be just fine. Stainless steel hardware on this, also Cerakoted. So all the hardware is Cerakoted. When you look in here, it's real hard to see it, but you can see right there. Let's zoom in with the super zoom that we have here at Rasputin's Castle. And you can see the liner is inset into the micarta. And so that is pretty cool. I think this is stainless steel right there. So we'll just take you over this as long as we get the super zoom on. Man, look at the character. I love that micarta. That is awesome. Okay, so action on this knife, it's a flipper only, except there's a caveat to that. I'm going to show you in a minute. And there's a look at a beautiful satin finish, drop point. It's a 3.18, 3.3 inches is that blade right there. I like all the geometries. Nice, cool looking swedge right there. Nice drop point on it. Pretty good edge there. See the edge? Pretty good. Right there. Okay. And it's pretty smooth. You can see the liner is pretty thin. I think that's okay. It gives a positive lockup on it. Detent, real easy right there. It's drop shutty, but it doesn't just fall shut. So let me go ahead and show you the peculiar thing about this knife. I did mention it's flipper. It has very smooth action. Some guys have said they've had trouble opening it. If you just play with it, that's what's going to happen right there. But if you just open it like you turn a light switch on, it's going to pop right out on you. So no problems there at all. But check this out. So I was checking the detent on it, and whoa, that thing just pops out there. So if you're in Canada, you're going to have to get a stronger detent on this, or that's not going to fly. So I'm just popping it down and pulling up, and that thing is flying out there. When I looked on the Buck website, it said it had a quick release detent. So Buck designed it so that you could deploy it rapidly like that. It's pretty cool. A lot of guys are going to like that about this knife right here. You can see this jimping up here. It's unusual. So see that? Unusual kind of jimping. It's on the side here. But you can feel it when you're up on that. It's got a little dips right there, so it's really nice. If you're skinning, this would be a great little skinning knife for small game. And you can see the finger choil here. And I feel a little crowded in this, so my finger is pushing up into there. And you can see I get a full four fingers on here, but a lot of that blade is past your finger, if you'll see right there. So you know, I think it's comfortable. You know, I'm not having no problem with it. I'm excited to use it. This is going to be a daily carry for me. That's why I bought it. It's not a Safe Queen, and I plan on using this thing. It's a the blade I said was 3 1/8 inch. That's 7.9 centimeters for our friends overseas. It's 3.2 ounces. The balance on it is pretty far back. So the balance on it, right about there. Let me see if I can get it. Oh, I know my cat wants out. There you go. So the balance on that is pretty far back. It's comfortable in any grip that you use. Reverse grip, pulling, that's comfortable. I can feel that poking up there, but it's not like it's poking into me. So it kind of rolls into this cavity right here. I don't know how that would feel on your hand, but I like it. It doesn't bother me a lot. I've heard some guys really nitpicking this knife, and I want to address that right now. So a lot of guys are saying this thing won't pop open. Well, you know, I don't know what to say about that. I don't like to be critical of people, but you know, if you just pull your finger down, it pops right open, and it is smooth. It's very smooth. Now, when I first got this, it was smooth, but felt kind of funny. I don't know how to explain it. Just kind of a weird feeling. I put a little bit of oil in there and worked it, and it was fine. Another weird thing about this knife is if you look down inside here, I think you can see this. Let me zoom in. All right. So you see the channel in the micarta. See it right there? See that channel? So that's not covered. That's just micarta. You see it? It's the in other words, it doesn't have the liner in there. Let me see if I can. Well, you know, like on this one, it's clear to see you have the liner. So when the blade rotates around, the detent on the blade is always on that liner and snaps in. But Bucks used something different here. I don't really know why they did that, but you can see the ball bearings right here. That's not the detent. So the detents that lock it are on here on the bottom. But these ball bearings up here ride in that channel, and never really quite seen that before. I can't really explain it, but I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just pointing it out to you. All right, so I paid $123 for this at Chicago Knife Works. I went on website today. They're going for $144.99. I think that's the retail price that Buck lists for it. So I don't know why I got it for less. Maybe I was using a code. I forgot whose code I had if I was using a code. So initial impressions, I like this knife. I like the feel of it. It does not feel as comfortable as say, my Recon, Cold Steel Recon feels great in my hand. But a lot of guys complained about how aggressive the texture is on these when they first came out. And then I showed you my Ontario Rat, which is just a wonderful knife. But a lot of guys were talking about how this thing is not that smooth, and you got to shake it shut. But all of these knives I'm showing you right now, you have to shake shut. Look at that. It's not drop shutty. Guys love this knife. Here's another one. Here's a Spyderco made in China. S30V, same as the Buck, and this is not drop shutty. So it's smooth, but you gotta shake it to get it down. And it's just the way it is. On this knife right here, that's my Hogue. That thing will just fall, right? That thing's great. This is a QSP. What is that thing? I have to try to remember. But nice action on it, and micarta, and you got to shake it to get it closed. So I think maybe guys may be being too critical of this. It is not tip down carry, so you don't have that option, and you can reverse this, but the clip will come out here on it, so it's not really made to be a reversible clip on this knife. And that would be the criticism, that the way they designed this clip, you can't switch it over. So maybe they'll change that in the future. Really nice hollow grind on this blade, very thin behind the edges. I didn't measure it, but I'm gonna tell you that is thin. I can just feel it behind the edge. So I'd say that's around a 12 right there behind the edge. 12 thousandths is what my guess is. It's pretty thin. It's going to be a great slicer. Hey, before I let you go, we'll just cut up some paper. Haven't sharpened this. It just slices right through there, all the way through. At the very tip here, way at the very tip of it, if you use that, it doesn't cut as well. You see that right there. But hone that out. I think we'll strop it out. I think it'd be fine. Almost this whole blade is really nicely sharpened. And we all know we can always put a better edge on it than the factory does. So great value, I think. Even at $144, you're getting a awesome burlap micarta, cage bearings, smooth knife, lightweight, strong S30V steel, and a great profile with that hollow grind on there. So yeah, I think this thing will be a winner for me. Anyhow, thanks for watching the video. Really appreciate you guys and gals. Thanks again.